ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a very, very loud, let's get away from the guns for now, very, very loud PUBG. It is the ESL squad tournament, the internal tournament. Everybody from around the world. I know there's a decent UK contingent in here. There's the Finnish, the Germans, of course. Is there any Americans this week? I wonder. Let's have a look. See if we can see any Americans in there. Can't see any that I know of. Can't see any of the known American teams. But there is 13 teams this week, so I think it's actually the biggest turnout we've had for the internal tournament. So plenty of teams, should be plenty of action. It does mean hopefully we'll get some action early on. Obviously, the problem is when you have a low amount of teams, it is the fact that you don't have action early on, and it becomes a little tricky to commentate, but we'll figure it out as we go. Of course, we can drop the tags for now. We don't need to see the craziness that is happening. We have the lovely x-ray in there as well. You can just trace them all out. So, here we go. Everybody in the plane, ready and waiting to go. It's so good that we don't get the plane engines. We don't have the... I can do it for you. There we go. So here we go, let's have a look. It is going to be a decent drop, actually. You can pretty much hit everywhere on the map from here, barring maybe Stauber. Stauber could maybe swing it in, or Kameshki. But other than that, we should have a pretty decent drop. They're going to be out now. So let's see if we're going to have any Milta power runs, any power station, any warehouse. Nobody seems to be diverting that way. We have a Lipovka team heading off already. We have, looks like either a Sosnovka or a Novo team. Fomia in that one. Yagsu, there we go. They're going to Milta Power. They've had a little divert. So these guys won last week. They won the first 2 rounds. Yagsu, Pipan, Wings, and Oladin. Looks like they're going to be going in towards Milta Power. Farmer and Milta left completely empty, by the way. Sosnovka left empty. We'll see whether these guys... Looks like they're going Novo. I don't think they're going anywhere else. It is a spread for Unicorn Mafia's team. Chrissy's World... Rango, Unicorn Mafia, and Wave. They've spread themselves out pretty much, covering the entire area. Maybe looking for a vehicle, seeing if they can head off somewhere or just collect the loot. Looks like a ferry pier drop. They're going ferry pier. Where's Shuey going? Shuey's going straight into this apartment complex, very close to Rango. We'll keep our eye on that one. Single team, standard team actually. Gravity, Merlin, Aiden, and Nandali into Pachinki. It's where they always go. It is a school run. School run for Isox and Headshot. Hopefully we'll make sure there's nobody going to get stuck under school. You remember last week we had poor old Golden Cookies stuck underneath it. Lich Queen, Lich King, they're all going into the little complexes outside of Rozhok. Rozhok drop 4. Chexor and Co. Edition, Isogi, etc. There is 2 squads into Yaznai. This could be interesting. Okay, so we have the UK team, Matt, Sinal, Fridge Cake, and J-Balls. Kane coming in, he was with Rene, T-Spark, and so let's have a look. So T-Spark over here, he's got himself a shotgun early on. Let's let it load up. He's got to know that they've dropped on the roofs over there. I'm just going to look. There is Georgia Pol teams. Okay, we've got 2 Georgia Pol teams as well. So Transplants Dave, Yuan. Is that Yuan Merlo? Is that actually Todd? Le Todd? Is that Le Todd in there? I'll have to check on Twitter to see whether that's Todd actually playing. Hopefully it is. He's been on about it for a while. Leviathan and To The Top, etc. out there. So, they are your teams, your runners and riders, as it were. And it looks like it is going to be a bit of action over this way. They've actually backed away already from the apartments. T-Spark has moved away and joined his teammate over there. He's got a Thompson and a shotgun for now. The pump action. They're going to be looking. They know that they're in and around the roof area there. Let's have a look. Matt, he's just going through. Only got a pistol, actually. Got himself a decent vest already. Level 2 vest in there. And the pan. A level 1 helmet. And a level 1 backpack. So he's just looking for some weapons at the moment. And he's found himself a shotgun. Let's have a look over to some teams that may well be collecting. Lich Queen and Lich King. They have themselves a car crew. So they've got 2 cars on the go there. Just heard a shot. It's not school firing over that way. I'm trying to see if anyone's going to be any action early on. So these guys did get into himself a UAZ, and they're going to go pick up Shuey. Now Rango's going to be hearing this. Rango's going to hear this car coming in, I feel. He's not in a position to fight it, really. He's got an AKM. Out the window he goes. Is he going to hear that vehicle coming in? Actually, they've dropped off. They've stopped at the 10 yellow place is. Rango is heading straight over to Shui. I'm just going to keep my eye on the map to make sure we don't miss any other action in the other areas. It doesn't look like we're likely to. So this is looking like a most likely candidate for first action. Rango on the run. Sees the vehicle. Surely saw the US. The US just dropped down the left side there. We can put the tags up. You can see Shui's got himself a VSS. Dine doesn't look like he's got anything yet, Dine. Had to have heard the car, but I don't know. Because that plane's coming in, it's coming in pretty loud. I'm not sure whether he caught a glimpse or saw that UAZ. He's running in with his UMP in hand, and now he sees the doors. He's thinking, oh crap, someone's here, someone's here. Flee, flee. He just runs away. His teammates are coming in. Lich Queen, actually no, that's not his teammates. That is another team coming in this side. And actually I think they're going to head towards... They're going for the crate. They are going for the crate. They just saw the crate coming down. There it is. Coming down ahead of you. The question is, are Shui going for it? No, it looks like they're going to be the first to it. So that's Lich Queen, Lich Queen. Hello, puppy. My dog wants to play. Over on the side. So, they're going to get themselves in there. Let's see what's in the crate. Let's see what's in the crate. We're waiting. Waiting for it to drop. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the crate drop? Where's the crate drop? There it comes. Flunk! Alright, let's have a look. See what we get in here. It's I think it's just an MK14. Yeah, it's the MK14. Amy. Come on. Daddy's trying to work. Allegedly. Oh, and he's taking shots straight away. That's got to be those guys. It's Aiden. Aiden went for the drop, and Aiden's taking the shots. Didn't manage to hit anyone in the team, I don't think. No. I don't think anyone really. I don't know. They're all kind of low on health. I think that's probably more of a car crash. Some bad driving than anything. So MK14 stolen away, and they're off to Primorsk. The circle's already come in. It's going to be a circle in the lower left corner. Single shot. Lich King just testing out his weapon. Looks like he got a decent scope on that as well. So let's have a look to Yasnaya. They need to get themselves a car. Looks like Kane has found it. It is a Dacia. So they are safe and secure. Now, there should, by rights, there normally is another car down the other end of town. That is a broken US. There's normally one down here. Let's have a steam down here. Let's see whether there is anything in the garages. Nothing there. There's one on the road. There we go. There's a Dacia on the road down here. And say there's normally one somewhere in and around here, the police station area. So second squad. If I were to turn the tags on, you can see them. I'm getting fairly close to each other actually. They, you know, they have been close throughout. Still, as far as I know, no deaths yet. There is damage done to a couple of people, but no deaths. So, looking like they're pretty happy to continue the looting. Now they've got the car secure. You can see the blue's not even remotely coming in yet. This squad actually that was in crates in South Georgia, they are moving off and actually going over the bridge. It's a strange route to take. I would go towards ruins. So the reason I do it, I can talk you through it. It's pretty easy to talk through. You're going to go this way. Obviously, there's not a lot of cover here, but once you get into ruins, there's a lot of cover around ruins. I mean, obviously, you have the ruins, the walls of the ruins itself. You have a lot of ridges like this, a lot of areas to cover off, and this is going in towards the circle as well, of course. You obviously have this ridge line. Now, it is pretty dangerous along here sometimes, I'll grant you that. So, but I'm interested to hear why exactly they would go to this complex, which is on the north side of the circle. So they've chose to go in towards there. The Rozhok team is just about inside as well. Not it matters too much, they're not going to take any damage. The school team, they made their way over towards the apartments at school, so they're continuing to loot up fairly happily. Sinel's the only man they've backed away, the rest of his team have, so he should be safe. I'm pretty sure they've secured the car. He's around here somewhere, so they've both got themselves a car apiece, so the Yasnaya teams are pretty safe. There's the other South Georgia Pole team. They're in a double buggy combo, so they're making their way down the road in towards Gatka. Looks like Joshua and Co are going in towards Primorsk. It did finish in Primorsk 2 weeks ago when we did a duo tournament. Lich Queen and Lich King already in the town. Joshua just heading past the complex where we saw it finish. I believe it was last week, actually, or 2 weeks ago, when Rich Sims and Morton were in there in the duo tournament against Selfish Guy and Fish. Decent finish, that one. The Novo team, they must have finished looting by now. Rango has passed over the river. He must have had a boat. I'm going to have a quick look. He must have a boat back here somewhere. Yeah. So he's come over the river, and I believe he must have seen the crate come down. Yeah, there's the crate. So he's heading towards the crate, and he is all alone as well. So the crate's just inside. The rest of his team over by farm. Now, this is dangerous. The Iaxo and co that were at Mill to Power are going to pass by farm, and they're going to pass pretty close to it. I'm going to see what Rango gets here quickly. See what he collects, anything nice in there. Thank you very much for the bits, Nosferatu. Let's see, he's going to collect... What's he got in there? Anything? Oh, he's got it's an M249. It's an M249, not a decent one. Okay, Pip and Iaxu. Whoa! Hello. Let the textures load, because Iaxu is going to hear that. He knows they're in a vehicle. He knows they're in the farm. Pipan comes over. They're like magnets, these guys. They've won it the last 2 times. It is Unicorn Mafia and co. They're just backing away. And they were in the farm. So all these houses are looted. Now they realise it. Now they're regrouping. And of course, the bomb comes down on their heads. What else? So, still 51 alive. No action early on. But, I mean, there's action, but no actual killing. Okay, the UK team, Matt and co, they've moved away from Yasnaya. It looks like Rene's team with T-Spark is also loading up on the cars. So they're going to get out of there. Mini and co. These are the ones that last week were using cars. Everybody was in a car a piece. Watertown being looted. Watertown, Venice, whatever you prefer to call it. That was the Rozok team that's moved that way. Looking at a crate drop over here. Johan Merlot. Let's have a look at Le Todd. Le Todd in action. He's got himself a level 3 backpack of need 14 with what looks like I think that's a 4x scope on it. As he moves towards it, you can see off the crates off to the left. Let's have a pop into third person. Level 2 helmet, level 2 vest. As he tries to get a peek around. But Dave with him. And he's going to get into the crate. Was the crate already looted? No, that's his teammates up there, I believe. So, shots fired. Suppressed shots as well. Let's have a look. Is that Car 98 popping a shot off there? Yeah, it's Gravity and co. So Gravity's over on the church. Isn't that Car 98? I think there's suppressed shots on the... is it the Mini 14 that's got suppressed? It is a Mini 14 suppressed. Taking shots at the Pachinki team. They are on the edge here. Gravity's actually leaving there. So 2 teammates up here, 2 down here. They're gonna go put the flank around. I don't know. They picked themselves up in the cars, and they're gonna get out of there. What did Todd get out of that crate? Let's have a look. It looks like a Groza. Yeah, it's a Groza. So he picked up the Groza. He's off, and they're going off in towards Gatka. The teammate's gonna come in and join them, pick them up. They've got to be careful. These guys, Merlin, he is lethal. Picked up a lot of kills in previous games. So the blue in. There's the second circle. Right, the Novo team very slow. Looting Novo there. Finally coming out of there. Thinking probably that it was going to be a Sosnovka finish, but it's not. We can tell you it's not. And we can see. Gravity flanking round. So Gravity's on the full flank. So this is where they were. Now, he's got an SKS, so he has got the range. Hasn't got any extended clips though, just the 10 bullets in it, you can see. Level 1 helm, that's what he's managed to find. That's pretty poor considering they've had the whole Pachinki to themselves. Not a great deal of loot. They are still inside the circle though. And now kind of needs to be careful because if we were to spin the camera around, we can see it's actually over the ridge line, so it's fairly clear, but they are positioned in the house, and it's not so sneaky because the UAZ, you can see 3 of them all parked around as they've got themselves a decent camp in that house. So a couple of camps set up, and a couple got to move. T-Spark, Rene and co have actually come into the territory, and I think they've caught an eye. They have on the Dacia of the Finns. Iaxu is not in the car at the moment. This is a VSS in the hands of T-Spark. Hasn't really got a clean shot, that's the problem. wants to get over and get into the house. Yeah, they're going to keep on going south. So they've got a bit of work to do, a bit of running to do. They've got what? 145, so they're okay at the moment. Unicorn Mafia and Co. got in there. I think Sosnovka actually got looted at all. It didn't. It didn't. These guys are hanging back. I think they're kind of... Oh, they're just exchanging whatever they've got. Let's see what's on the floor. Can we see anything that's on the floor? It's not going to let us, is it? There we go. There's a scopes. A couple of the scopes changing hands. I just saw drop down there. So Kar 98. There's a suppressed assault rifle. Another Kar 98 for Alex. And Kojo has got himself a Scar L in the back. So they're all set up. They're just making the way in. They do have to get over the bridge, and it's looking like it is more likely to be north of the bridge, the finish. Now, let's have a look. Merlin and Co. are making the way across. And if I were to look across to the right, they just have the ridge line. So they are shielding from the house. Now, DG number 1 down there has got to be taking shots, I think, in a minute. I think he will. I think he's going to take shots. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. If we drop the tanks away, how much does he see? Oh, it's this horrible view where it drops the first person away sometimes. You can see they're all just over the ridgeline and out of sight. And that's what they're looking for, really. You have to keep switching it between it. Yeah, they're going to get out of vision, out of sight, out of vision. I think they're going to be fairly clear. So the question is, where are they going? Because if we were to look, and they're running straight into the complex of Unicorn Mafia. So Merlin, we'll follow Merlin as he goes in. Unicorn Mafia, Rango, Chris Eatworld, and Wave all in this complex. And Merlin is going to be leading the charge with his team. So they come around the sides. They're going to drop the tags away. And in fact, I may even drop the X-ray away, because we can see there, Merlin spotted one. Takes a couple of shots. It's a bit of potato aiming. Doesn't really work out so well for him there. It was Wave that he hit around the side. Merlin moves in. Now the rest of his team come in with him. There's the UAZ here. Now, is this drawing the attention? It is. Yuan behind them. Lutod takes down Nandali. DGN off the side there. They're literally caught between a rock and a hard place. Wave has been knocked down. Aiden's moved in. Merlin right on front of Wave. Headshot there. Wave goes down, so he's finished off. As Merlin looks to storm the house. I think he's going to go in. Looking around the side. He's got his AKM ready. Looks like he wants to push in. As you can see, one just covering the stairs to the right there. But he's got to be careful. Behind them, of course, his team's taking fire. So while Aiden and Merlin here, Gravity has been left alone. Gravity's been picked off. They know where he is. He gets downed. And the team are being picked apart now. Todd gets himself another one. With that, grows up. And he's going to come up and finish the job. Gravity down. Let's go back over to his teammates. Aiden, he's just been downed. T-Sparks took out Iagsu at the same time. Merlin did get inside. And now he sees the front of Unicorn Mafia's gun there. They got to know that somebody's inside. I don't know whether they realize he's inside. He takes the pass on by. Merlin gets dropped. He goes down. The team is wiped. And just like that, Gravity, Merlin, Aiden, they're all wiped out. And they were really caught in a tricky situation. They were pushing down. Now, Unicorn Mafia's team, they did lose one. Wave went down, but Todd came behind them. Todd, the StarCraft commentator. Yuan Merlo. I'm assuming that's who it is. It's Yuan M, so it must be. It must be. Now, let's spin around. I see T-Spark took shots on Iagsu. They have. T-Spark is downed at the moment. T-Spark crawling inside the blue. Now, Rene coming in. Oh, really? Really? All you have is an Uzi for this range? Well, you've got a Scar L in your hands. Why are you not using the Scar L? Well, Rene is running with the Micro Uzi instead. And now he's just dropped the gun entirely so he can run across and try and get the res. Well, Pipan surely sat waiting for this one. No, he's running. They're just getting out of there. So Iagsu went down. T-Spark drops. He did take down Iagsu and Oladin of that team. So Pipan and Wings, they're getting themselves across the open terrain at the moment because, well, we can see 1 minute 30 on the blue. And it's a really tricky circle. Let's go look over here, though. So Matt has moved in. There's a real big pile on right now. I'm trying to have a look at exactly what is going on in here. A suppressed AKM. All inside the building. Sinel down outside. This is the UK guys, I believe. He's going to see him. One down there. How did he not take a couple of shots? He just was a single tap. And he got down. He will get revenge frag there. So he will be saved by his team. And that looks like some of the UK guys have just been wiped out. Matt's still around the side. 2 of them went down. Fridge Cake with him. Fridge Cake heals himself up. It's all starting to get a little bit cozy, isn't it? As everybody has to move down. You can see Unicorn Mafia headshot in there. They're still taking the shots. This is still going down around here. Let's have a look towards Matt. Matt with the iron sights, bless him. Doesn't even have a scope on the AKM. His teammate goes down. He's the last man standing. Pops around the side. Downs Ryzen. Oh, Razan, I should say. But his helmet has taken a big chunk of damage. He has got a decent scope. He's got it on the... He's got it 8 times on his Mini 14, but it's a little close range. The better way to do that, rather than using the 8 times there, is just to hold the right mouse, as if you're using third-person game. Rather than zooming in like that, you just hold the right mouse. It still gives you the same accuracy, and you can take the shots. And obviously, you're not having that ridiculous, massive zoom that you've got going on there. Teammates passing by. Yuan, where did they go? Where did they go? They're all the way down here now. They're in the circle, and they're passing by. They're seeing the fight that's going on here. Now, Matt is left in the building on his own. He's got to be careful, because I think he's just got one coming in the building with him. He does. Razan pushes in. The man that he downed comes back and takes him out. Now, let's have a pin and spin across, because we can see on the hill now. They will have heard that. Todd's looking. Has he got a suppressor on the front of that? I think he does. A Mini 14. Oh. Single shot. Did he down him? I definitely did a lot of damage either way. So they're trading the weapons at the moment. So they're all inside the circle. I want to have a look around. They're going to be fighting there. Look at this. They're just Pipan and Wings are going to sneak their way in. That's Rene and co. Blue Zone coming in. It's going to be doing a lot of damage here. Unicorn Mafia and co. They need to get moving. These guys need to get moving. This circle, this is like the 3rd or 4th circle now. Lich Queen and Lich King also coming in. Meanwhile, this is all happening. Okay, Johan Merlo taking shots at the vehicles coming in from range. Uh-oh. Edition, you're in trouble. Trying to get the bullet drop. Headshot's been knocked outside the zone. Headshot does get down. That's one of Johan's teammates. Edition taking damage. He's in all sorts of trouble. Razan's down. Gilly. They're all coming in. They're all rushing into the same area. While this is happening here, they're taking the shots here. They've just got rushed. The squad has down here. They've just got rushed in. Razan. Unicorn Mafia's team all coming in. They managed to get around the side. Another one goes down. Edition gets dropped as well. They're all caught in the blue. And they're in the blue for way too long. It's doing so much damage. Now Unicorn Mafia and co trying to run in. So, Miller knows that there's someone out here. His level 3 helmets took a hell of a hit. You can see the hill. He knows there's someone there. And it is right there where he's looking at. Perfectly positioned. Keeping themselves well covered. Cry goes down as well. That's Todd's team. They've done a lot of damage. 3 kills for Deegan. Or DG number 1. Whatever you prefer to call it. 2 for Todd. 1 for Dave. And the circle continues to shrink. Now, we see Fomia's team. They're making their way. They're both in boats. They're both in boats here. So we could see some boat warfare. If they get on the rocks, this is dangerous. They get on the rock, get themselves a look. Nobody really has a position to shoot, do they? They're just going to keep on. Oh, they've not really got anywhere to hide, I've got to be honest. I'd have gone for the pier there myself. I think they realised that this is not a good position. They're going to go. Are they going to go back to the beach? Rango's been knocked. He's knocked Razan. Rango knocks Razan. Let's have a look. That's Rango and co moving in. Unicorn Mafia. He gets Razan down. And Rango is going to get some smoke down to try and get him up. There's a lot of smoke. He really wants a lot of smoke going down. He's really supporting his teammate there. The revive comes in. It's because Millant and co are back here. He can't see. The blue coming in. Let's have a look. Diggin and co coming around the side. Into Ferry Pier. Joshua and co have been in here for very much the duration. Fomia and co have made it onto the island. Not a lot of cover on this island, I'm not going to lie. It's very exposed. They could do getting over the second part up to those rocks, I think. They do have this little rock area here, but that's about it. And you can see everybody's kind of crammed in around there, Howard and co. Bassa and Lich King are fighting. A spin all the way over to that one. That's Lich Queen and Lich King. They just came up from the south area. God damn, why can't I think of Pachinki? Primorsk's name, sorry, that was the one I was thinking of. Why couldn't I think of Primorsk for a minute then? Militant making shots. Lich Queen takes the knock. And Militant is down. Bassa also low. Now, while this was happening, remember Unicorn Mafia and Django were behind them. Arango, sorry. They instead are heading off this way. Johan Merlo gets another shot. They took over this complex a long time ago, and they are looking good so far. Pipan, shots going left and right. Pipan is way out in the blue. Did get himself a single kill there, though. Got himself a level 3 helmet, but look at the blue chunking him down. Another first aid used, but I'm not too sure if he's got enough. The circle looking very, very good for Todd and co. Transplant. Unicorn Mafia and Rango going to move in. Bassa making his way along the edge. He's ducking, diving, dodging, weaving, trying to avoid all the bullets that are coming his way. I'm thinking they're coming from behind and in front. Lich King, Lich Queen taking the shots. Lich King lands it. Bassa goes down and screws up our free camp. Let's have a look to Dynite. They're storming. Joshua and co. into Ferry Pier. Getting themselves in the one of the edge buildings, really. The teammates shut the door up. It's always a classic. Lich King, Lich Queen are going to push up on them. Unicorn Mafia and Rango, they need to push over the road. This is tricky. So this is the... Is this the same complex that we saw? No, this is a different complex. Not the same complex. It was foggy. It was hard to tell. It's actually a decent complex. Like, in terms of windows and co. Johan Merlo taking the shots at Caro. The Todd's managed to get himself quite a few kills here already. 3 kills. 3 kills for his teammate as well. Overall, as a squad, 8 frags between them. Caro, big hit there. Can't show himself, but this is Unicorn Mafia storming it. They find themselves really exposed. They're going to try and come around. Unicorn Mafia will get down. Rango, all alone, and does heal himself up, but pinned behind a tree. Looks like he's going to go down as well. He'll get dropped. And it's Johan Merlo again that comes in and gets the kill. Let's spin over this side then. The Battle of the Boats as Caro is pinned. We look down, we can see Ra-Zero and to the top with Leviathan out on the island. So kind of on his own at the moment, but he's only got iron sights. I was going to say in a very good position to try and do some damage, but because I'm not sure whether they'll be looking that way. Fomia and co. still got their 4-man. A couple of 4-man still alive here. Joshua and co, who were in Ferry Pier very early on, still alive. Transplant, these are the guys doing the damage. Transplant, DG number 1, Johan Merlo, and Dave Thunder in there. They have done a lot of damage so far. So Caro bleeding out and dead. So Caro goes down outside the play zone as the blue moves in once again. Let's have a spin out. We can see the crate was off there. Leviathan just got downed. Oh, and he's off on the island. There's no chance for him getting a revive there. So, let's spin over to the action. Fomia and co waiting in their little house. Oh, big hit on Shuey the King there. Where was that from? Was that from Ra-Zero? Or was that from To The Top? I don't think it was To The Top. Well, he's got a nice suppressed M4. Ra-Zero, his teammate. Where is he? Where'd he go? He's in this house back here. He's checking the backside. So, new circle. And it means that Johan Merlo once again and co need to move. And they've got a decent flank position, actually. There's a good ridgeline here. They can come on over into this complex, which I believe they're probably going to use. Yeah, they are. You can see DG number 1 coming that way. So, decent flank line for them. Also, it means that Joshua and co, they're about to get Lich King, Lich Queen right up their back door. Lich King, is he aware that they're in that house? He's looking for an angle to make the move, but we can see the blue is coming in, and this blue is going to punish them. It's going to punish them. It's going to do a lot of damage. They're going to have to push straight in. There's Joshua and co. I'm going to drop the tanks down. We can see them in the house. Is he coming in aware? No, he's not. He's going to get down. Lich King down. He was basically, I would say, their best player of that squad. Grenade goes in, though. It's bounced back out. Joshua pops out the side. Joshua putting damage down. Joshua's going to get one. He gets down by the grenade. Ironically, the nade that missed and bounced off the wall comes back and hits him. Shadow Draft finishes him off. Shadow Draft. Oh, he's teamed up. I didn't realize Shadow Draft was in him. Is it Shadow Draft and Ava that have teamed up with him? Shadow Draft on his own. He gets himself another. Shadow Draft and Ava have won themselves a duo before. Shadow Draft doing some serious work there. Zottel, the last man standing. Shadow Draft pushes in right behind him. Gets the flank. Absolutely brilliant. Shadow Draft takes down 4 members of Josh's team all alone. While that was happening, Transplant, Johan Merlo and co, they have all moved in perfectly in formation. They are moving into Raz 0 and to the top. Let's have a look. Let's try and hold this angle. It's to the top that's going to take it first. As they push through the doors, they're checking door by door. Are they going to come round the window first? They're going to come in. They're going to come through the door. Johan Merlo's going to... He's got his Groza. He's just going to push him with the Groza. Pushes him with the Groza. Sprays them down. Gets them both down. A 2-for-1. Thank you very much. They lined up for him. And the Groza doing its work for Todd there. And that's another 2 kills for him. He's on 6 kills now. Meanwhile, that's been happening. They've stormed the building. It's given opportunity for Fomia. Kojo, Krika and Haron all outside while Shadow Draft and Lich Queen. So he didn't manage to get Lich King back up. Shadow Draft and Lich King, the only 2-man. They took the building, stormed it in style. Transplant's going to get resurrected. He's healing himself back up. And now the shot's coming through. That's actually onto Shadow Draft, I feel. I think they're taking the shots. Fomia's taking the shots. They know that there's people inside, but Fomia's taking the shots to Shadow Draft and Lich Queen. They know that they have to deal with the ones outside, and then all they've got is the inside houses. They're pushing up. They're going to get around the angle. Should be able to find Lich Queen. He will do. Shadow Draft teeing up the grenade. Where's the grenade going to fall? It's just there, just in front. Shouldn't do the damage there. Have the wall in place. Look at that. All 3 of them come to the windows at once. Perfectly done. Execution style. Pushing out the house. Fomia down. Another grenade comes rolling out. Shadow Draft still alive. The rest of his squad taking serious damage. Haron, is he going to be able to get his teammate up? I don't think so. Todd's tossing the nade out. I think it's gone too far. Fomia crawling forward. Shadow Draft. He's going to have Fomia in view in a moment. Now they know that they were firing at someone. Haron's going to get down. He'll get dropped. He'll get finished off. Transplant takes him down now. Krika and Fomia, the last 2 standing for them. And Shadow Draft here. The circle is tiny. And it is inside the house, I believe. 4-man squad. They've done damage. They've done so much kills. 4 kills, 7 kills, 1 kill, 3 kills. It's a lot of points. Transplant. Dave gets him. Saves the day. Dave is about to take him. Fomia drops. And now Shadow Draft all alone in a 1v4. How is he going to be able to deal with this one? I'm looking at the map, and I think he's in it. I think he's in the circle. I'm not sure. I think he's in the circle. I think they need to push him. I'm trying to look at his position. I think he's still inside it. So the circle coming in now, ever so slowly. I'm pretty sure he is in it. And it's basically half the house as well. So he can stay where he is. And it's for these 4 to flush him out. Now they did a very good execution style a moment ago. Oh, Transplant finds the headshot. Bam, bam, bam. Tap, tap, tap. And look at that. Transplant with the 5. Johan Merlo with the 7. Dave and DG number 1 with the 3 apiece as well. That is a lot of kills. What's that? 18 kills. 18 kills between them. They took down nearly half the server. That is pretty goddamn impressive, if I say so myself. There was, I believe, 51. I believe there was 51. 51 players at the beginning. If I just take down the screenshots. Yeah, I believe there was 51 total. Let's have a look. I've got both screenshots correct, so there we go. Amazing, amazing stuff. You can share the clips. I just need to allow permit. There you go. Permit you. Oh. Why is permit not recognized? What? There we go. Anyway, right. Let's spin over. It's round 1 complete. 18 kills between that squad. I mean, that's going to be an impressive score. It's 5 points per kill. I think it's 200 points for the win as well. But yeah, absolutely bonkers. Bonkers stuff. We'll be back with round 2 in just a few moments, guys. Do not go anywhere. Do not adjust yourselves. If you're playing, get yourselves in server. I'm about to host it.